Abraham Lincoln.
Louisiana Purchase, that's a name.
You need to really get off my balls, okay? I'm gonna kick your ass.
Also, why was Michelangelo so stinky? Ew.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 324 of the All You Can Hear podcast. I am one of your terrifying co-hosts, and joining me today is...
Super hairy arms and legs and reaching through your bedroom window.
Oh, whoa, okay.
And I got glowing eyes. I got glowing eyes. I don't.
Glowing eyes. Man, maybe I should have thought one for my movie. Hold on. I am
You're
one
super
of your...
oversaturated red dude in a cave.
Or I'm one of your Split.
Oh, I love that movie. I haven't seen it.
Split co-hosts. Split. No, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just say oversaturated red. Wenzel.
Unbreakable was good.
Yeah, Unbreakable was good. Split's kind of weird, especially now since it's kind of problematic. So
I saw the dancing scene, so I don't think so.
Oh well, I
need
don't
to
know.
watch it.
I mean, watch it if you want to continue like the trilogy, but it's very very bad. Very bad, very problematic for people who have multiple personality disorder and just mental illness in general. But we're not here to talk about that. We are here to talk about foreign horror films. As you can read from the title, this is the second iteration of that, where each of us pick one foreign horror film, we watch it together, and then we talk about it on the pod. We're not going to go every story beat, of course, but there will be spoilers.
Yeah,
so,
we're spoiling them. We'll tell you everything.
Yeah, we'll give you a brief synopsis, and we'll talk
and
about...
we'll like tell the events in order and like the lines and everything.
You just begged me not to do that before this.
What are you talking about? I've got the entire script right here for my movie.
Well, seems like Colt did a lot more than I did. Okay, so anyway, yeah, so obviously spoilers heavy, but we won't go into every single story beat. But yeah, so who wants to go first?
I mean, fuck. I know
we didn't decide that before this.
I think you should go because yours is shorter.
I think there is a conspiracy against me. Okay, sure.
It's just that your movie is the one we like the least of the two.
It is true. We did
and
like
I
it
have
the least.
A lot less to say about yours. A lot, mainly because I might have forgotten a lot of it, but I'll remember as you tell me stuff.
See, the thing is, we had this whole conversation beforehand where Colt kept saying, like, I remember it, and then gave me the vaguest of descriptions. And
that wasn't me. That was I went to the bathroom.
Sounded completely just not confident. So this is gonna be fun. To be fair, we did watch these movies like 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's been some time.
So obviously some stuff has happened to delay us recording this. Tanner also was supposed to be a part of this as well, but if you've been listening to our past episodes, you should know why. Nothing bad, just he's going through his own thing right now, so just let him go through what he's going through and let him work out what he's got to work out. But anyway, yeah, so we'll do my first film. So my film is a 2023 Tamil language film. It's Indian. It's Kollywood. I didn't know that before this, but
yeah, it's the third one. I mean,
yeah.
I think there's more than 3.
There's more than 3. But yeah, this is Kollywood because it's Tamil language. It's the 2023 Ashvins. So here's just a basic plot summary. The movie begins with a flashback narrating a folk tale about a boy being saved by the Ashfin twins and being given a boon that, other than natural causes, he shall not die in any way. So, if you don't know who the Ashvins are, the Ashvins twins are Hindu twin gods associated with medicine, health, dawn, and the sciences. They are from, they're actually actual religious deities, characters, and they are described as youthful, divine twin horsemen traveling in a chariot drawn by horses that are never weary, and portrayed as guardian deities that safeguard and rescue people by aiding them in various situations. They are also the sons of the sun god Surya and his wife Shanja, or Shanjna. Sorry. Yeah. So there you go. There's that little background there, and then the story then follows a group of people investigating paranormal activity. They're YouTubers in a mansion in Kent, which formerly belonged to an archaeologist named Artha Rajagopalan. I think that's how you say it. I'm sorry if I'm getting it wrong. The group members face an unknown entity in the mansion and hear voices in their heads. Arjun, the main character, played by Vasanth Ravi, must reunite the two idols of the Ashvin twins to save the rest of his team. And then I'll give you a cast list because it's pretty small. So like I said before, there's Vasanth Ravi playing Arjun, Vimala Raman playing Arthi Raja Gopal, the archaeologist, Saras Menon playing Rithvika, Muralidaran playing Varun. God, I'm sorry, I'm butchering these names probably. Udaya Raj playing Rahul, Melina playing Grace, Sarah Cohen playing the car driver, Sugu Vanan playing the guest house helper, and then Priyanka Iyer playing the demon.
What? Demon?
But yeah. So that's your cast list there.
The way, I don't know where it was shot, but the place where it was shot, it reminded me of the swamp where that horse is like fucking dying in one of the Never Ending Story movies, and the Lady in the Water movie.
The Woman in Black.
Yes.
Yeah. That honestly might be the same place. Oh God, hold on. I could have looked this up beforehand.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, I'm tired. I had to work so much this week. In Black location. I don't know. Riff, do something. Don't just stand there.
Fuck, man. I be licking. No, I don't be licking. What are you saying?
Oh my God. Ugh.
You can't just ask me to do shit. What are you talking about?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Who do you think you are?
Oh my God. Okay. Hold on. Fuck. Shit. Piss.
It doesn't matter that much.
It does matter. It matters to me, motherfucker. I have to get this information. Holy fucking shit. Why did I forget this? I remembered this and I forgot it. It's not filmed in the same location. God damn it. It's not, so it doesn't matter. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, so this debuted on Netflix this year on June 23rd. How I heard about it, I couldn't really particularly remember. I was literally looking at some stuff, and then I was going through my bookmarks on Twitter, and I had seen that was on there because I remember somebody raving about it. So I saved it, and then whenever we were trying to figure out what movie I wanted to pick for the foreign horror films, I picked this, and yeah. So gosh, it's found footage, kind of.
I love found footage movies. I just want to go ahead and put that out there.
That's another thing too, is that what really got to me about it was that it was an Indian found footage horror film. So I was like, okay, I want to see this because that we've been watching a lot of Indian films recently. So that's a little hint for what we have planned next month though. And I was like, you know what? Let's keep it going. I'm gonna pick something. that's made particularly. I want to pick an Indian horror film, and yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's kind of how I came about that. And the film is broken up into several parts where it's kind of told in like um a reverse order basically, and there's a good reason for that because the story itself and how the events happen basically is like kind of like it's in a weird like time displacement where they are stuck in this mansion and
Every
uh
event's happening exact same time.
exact same time, and it's happening over and over again, and then there's certain events that are happening differently or it's continuously happening. It's like a limbo, and that's pretty much it. And our only character who is part of this but also is the only one that's aware of what's happening is our main character Arjan, because it ends up being revealed that, oh, spoiler, he was the boy that was saved by the twin gods. And yeah, and so it's up to him to basically have to figure out what's happening and stuff. And also too, his wife is a part of this YouTube group and she's trapped in here, but she's also pregnant. So it's like there's even more at stake. And then there's this constant thing of like if you die in the dream world, I think that's what they called it, then you die in real life. So there's kind of that
I'll be honest with you, it was confusing. Just trying to talk it out when we were watching it because it was just like, what the fuck, are they doing this? Are they doing that? No, they're not doing anything that we thought. I still don't get it fully, to be honest.
So Colt's not wrong. It's a very long movie and it talks about, or it gives a lot of explanation, and it's just kind of it's so fucking confusing. Like it's so, oh god, I'm trying to think, because honestly I like that was the thing I was worried about when it came to, I can tell you the synopsis because that's available, but the actual story itself, I've looked up like people explaining it, I, and it's like literally everybody's confused about it because holy shit. So basically there's two worlds. There's the real world, kind of the real world. There's the real world and then there's the dream world. And so to differentiate these two, the real world is in plain regular colors, and the dream world is in this night vision green basically. And everything that's happening in this, well, yeah,
And
yeah.
there's also a hell. That's
Yeah,
red.
there's also a hell, and it's pure red.
It's so fucking red that it hurts to look at.
Yeah, there was a moment where when we were watching it, because on Colt's really good TV, sadly, it hurt our eyes because his TV's so good.
Yeah, it fucking like assaults you. It like hurts your eyes.
This is really not a bit. Like Colt's TV is so good that like the red, as soon as it pops up, it like we were squinting because it was like holy fuck. Wait, are we sure that was hell or wait? No.
It was like a cave.
No.
It was
Okay.
where they found the object, I think.
No, hold on. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm messing this up. So that world was hell, but it was green. But whenever the Ashvin twins were helping Arjun and Arjun was gaining control, that's when everything turned red.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So hell's green. You're wrong. Hell's green.
That's more of an inviting color than a scary one.
Well, green has different meanings in different cultures. Colt,
Yeah,
so
I know,
understand.
but when I think green, I think trees.
Yeah, I mean that's true because anyway. Yeah, so but when the red does come up, it's like Colt said, it's still blinding. So yeah, there's these two worlds, and you know that the green world is not the real world because it's the world of the demon. And also this demon sucks. Not like because it's evil, it's because it was literally just a dude. They put
in
some
like a
furry
ripped up
black, ripped up furry black shirt and pants, and they gave him black teeth. They put a little bit of like kind of a little bit of like black like grimy face paint on him, and he's a demon.
It was so boring, and since it was based on the wasn't it based on the main guy?
Yeah.
It's just him but evil. It's like that one meme like me and my eviler twin. but it's
Yeah.
just him with a backwards hat. It's very boring and anticlimactic because I wasn't scared. I was more, holy shit, when will this scene end? Because swear to God, that fucking cave scene lasted like 40 minutes. It felt like to
Well,
my brain.
well, it did. Oh, I should mention the length of this film too. It's 110 minutes, so that's about an hour and
Almost two.
uh
Hour 50.
hour 50. Yeah, okay. Anyway, yeah. So that cave scene lasted really long because so basically the only way he was able to go into hell was that he had to kill himself. Now I did think this was kind of cool. Was basically he um because him and the demon are basically like, God, this is where it also gets confusing. They basically share the same body, um, but they are two. They share the same body, and occasionally the demon will like control him and like have him like kind of have these bits where like he won't remember anything or whatever. He'll have episodes basically where he'll just knock out and he won't remember anything, and the entire time he's attacking his
Friends
his
and
friends.
wife or
It's him
girlfriend.
because it's him because he's the demon, which is also weird because how does that work? Because it explains in the folk story that a demon pretended to be his or pretended to be a man to trick him to getting part of the boon, the treasure that was given to him, and that's how that happened. And then also too the demon also pretended to resurrect his twin brother or whatever, but also too the demon is also him because they are possessing the same body, and that's how that works, and that's also how he's kind of in tuned into a supernatural phenomenon, um,
Yeah.
I guess. Anyway,
I want to say that it's not all negatives because it's a beautifully shot movie. It's beautiful to look at, and there's a really cool fucking like song,
no, no,
Rakshasa.
no, I was gonna mention that. I was gonna mention that. Just let me get to that. I was talking
Oh
about him
my
killing himself.
gosh,
He puts a bag over his head and suffocates himself.
which is pretty gangster. You just tie yourself to a radiator and suffocate.
Basically, because if he didn't do that, then the demon would resurrect him. So pretty much what he happens is that he kills himself, goes to hell. If he gets killed by the demon in hell, he comes back, but then he dies and then goes back and so on and so
It's
forth.
Demon Slayer.
It's pretty, yeah, basically. It literally is that. It's really cool. Yeah, so I guess I should go ahead into positives. Like Colt said, there's a really cool just hardcore metal song in there. It's made for the movie. So yeah, it's really cool. And then like Colt said, it's very beautiful. There's these really long shots of them walking to the mansion.
Yeah, very pretty. I know it's like dreary, but I still thought that's a beautiful environment.
This is also why I say it's semi found footage because like I said, there are these shots where they're it's not from the first person perspective. It's them either these really good nature shots or whenever the tide is coming in to flood the path that they take. Yeah, and then also too the colors in the movie. So again, colors are a very important thing in here. Like obviously green being the demonic world, red being when the twins, the divine interact, or whenever they're in these rooms. Like there's one room that's just blue. There's one room that's just purple. Oh gosh, there was this really good scene too where one of the women was was in a room with a mirror and the mirror kept moving. It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Um,
There were some like genuinely spooky moments, but there was one moment that I thought was bullshit. It was when our main guy was like looking at a doorway. Suddenly it cuts to one of his friends screaming in a flash. It was a
yeah.
cheap ass jump scare.
It was so cheap, because it scared the piss out of us. There's also too they're meant to be jump scares, but they weren't scary. They were just funny. Is when they're leaving and Arjun goes to look at the car driver, and she just turns into this smiling, just demonic, just smiling. She's just smiling, and Colt makes a joke about how he's just gonna do that from now on to me.
Yeah.
You don't
I'm
remember?
smiling. No, I'm
Oh.
smiling. The
Oh,
bit,
okay,
yeah.
okay. Yeah, and then there was another scene like that again, I think either with him or with somebody else, I can't remember. Um, but yeah, it's, it was fine. It it was long, and it
You felt it. By the time it ended, you were like glad it was over.
yeah, we were like, "Oh, thank God, we're done," because, gosh. Yeah, it was just too long, it was just too confusing, while it was pretty and there was some stuff that was pretty neat, I don't know. I mean,
I I don't want to like say it's bad because I did enjoy it enough to give it
I
a decent rating. It's
I
just
gave it a decent rating too, and that's the thing, it's like, I don't wanna say it's bad, but, like, oh my gosh, like, there's just there's just better movies to watch on Netflix, I don't know,
yeah.
like, I can't really it's neat for what it does with, the twin gods and creating that story, um, for for some of the usage of the colors and stuff, it's pretty nice, it's pretty, um, gosh, it's creepy at times, but it's just not all it's cracked up to be, but, when I was looking up stuff, it did, well, I said it was, uh, received poorly, it actually was a commercial success, so,
Nah.
so good for them, um, oh gosh,
I
I
guess
never even
Netflix probably helped it out. Or are you
I
talking like success in theaters? Or I don't even know if it was in theaters.
it just said that, uh, the um, it just says that it was a commercial success. Um,
Okay.
yeah, it was just received poorly, but, yeah. Also, I never even said the director. I'm sorry. Tarun Teja Malloreddy. Uh, that's the director. So, yeah. And then in terms of how it was received, I mean, I would say people were pretty like actually were a lot more critical of it than us. Average rating like from critics is like 2.5, like 2 to 2.5. On
Yeah.
Letterboxd it has an average of 2.9. Yeah, people thought it was all right, reasonable, fairly well made. It just yeah. Oh, and again, like the psychological aspects they're not bad. They're just confusing. Poster's cool though. I should say the poster's really cool.
Yes. Poster is neat.
But
We
yeah.
go. You give ratings then.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
I went with a 3.5, which is probably a little bit higher, but the song it really pushes it over the edge because I really like that little song they played.
Yeah, I was I was trying to look up that song, but I just kind of got caught up with other stuff too. But it says the music of the film was composed by Vijay Siddharth, and yeah, so I don't know if that does anything for anybody. Maybe I should have been better prepared. I don't know why I had come in here like this. But yeah, I went 3.5 as well. Again, probably better than what a lot of people, but it's fun. And that song, when they use it for the moments that they use it, it was pretty good. It was pretty enjoyable.
Yeah.
So
Well,
yeah,
hell yeah. You ready for movie number 2?
maybe.
This is a movie that I've been wanting to watch for years and finally got to watch it. And that movie is Suspiria, not the 2018 movie, but the 1977 movie directed by Dario Argento.
Yep.
And this movie is the scariest genre of all, Italian horror. No
Ooh.
pizza. Oh
Oh no!
no.
You're breaking the noodles for the spaghetti. Oh no!
Oh, goodness gracious.
You're not
Mother Mia.
you're not drinking wine. Oh no!
I don't really know much about Italian things.
I don't either.
I just know the food. But anyway, Suspiria is an Italian horror movie. And it's based on Suspiria de Profundis by Thomas de Quincey, which is an examination of the process of memory as influenced by hallucinogenic drug use.
Okay.
It's pretty neat, pretty little neat detail. The pieces in Suspiria de Profundis are rooted in visionary experiences of the author's opium addiction. How fun is that?
Wow. Okay. Okay.
And it was like, I think it originally came out in like 1845, so this is when opium was super cool.
I mean, I would say popular, but sure.
I mean, I'd say it was cool back then because cocaine
No,
was
yeah, you're
used
right.
in coke and shit.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
We got Jessica. We got starring Jessica Harper as Susie Banyan, who is based on Snow White. And I didn't realize that, yeah, Susie Banyan is basically Snow White in this entire movie. And I like the name Banyan. It's very easy to say.
It's very, yeah, it's very, I don't know, something about that, how it sounds on the tongue. Banyan. Banyan. Yeah.
I'm gonna hit you with a little synopsis of it. We got Susie. Susie travels to Germany to attend ballet school. When she arrives late on a stormy night, no one lets her in, and she sees Pat, who is another student, fleeing from the school. When Pat reaches her apartment, she is murdered. The next day, Susie is admitted to her new school, but has a difficult time settling in. She hears noises and often feels ill. As more people die, Susie uncovers a terrifying secret history of the place. Ooh. Oh. Now, this story here, it's a lot more simple, easy to follow compared to the last movie. And it was a hell of a fun time.
Yeah, it was really fun. Did you
I have some more
Sorry.
information.
Yeah, go ahead.
I
Sorry.
don't know if we wanted to go through that first and then the movie.
No,
but-
go ahead through your info. Give us some
Okay.
information.
Initially, the characters in the film were very young girls, around 8 to 10 years old, but this was altered when the film's producers were hesitant to make a film with all young actors, and I'm thank God.
I am thankful, Jesus.
I feel like it'd be pretty traumatizing to record a lot of these scenes.
That's insane. Because I was about to say, like, all these women here, like, just imagine them were being replaced by children. That's terrible.
There's a fucking scene where a woman goes into a barbed wire room. Yeah, put a child in the barbed wire. Not even, it's razor wire, not barbed.
It's razor wire. Yeah, dude. Holy shit. There's like literally one woman falling through glass from like, I don't know, like 5 stories or whatever. Oh my god.
She doesn't fall. She doesn't fall completely. She is hung. She's hanging from the fucking glass.
Yep, she's hung. Yep.
Yeah, let's get a little kid up there. Very glad we didn't have the children playing this movie. Here's a little fun fact. Not necessarily as fun when you think about it. Anyways, Jessica Harper, who's Susie, turned down a role in Woody Allen's Annie Hall to appear in this film.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, that's good. She wasn't in that. I don't know if she collabed with Woody Allen in any other projects in the future, but you know what? It's probably for the best she's not in that movie.
Yeah, because she was great in this, so.
She's great. She's young, and she's beautiful. Great job, Sarah Jessica. Not Sarah Jessica. Fuck.
Sarah Jessica Harper Banyan. Let's just say that.
Yeah. Sarah Jessica Harper Banyan, Susie Jr.
What the fuck?
The majority of Suspiria was shot at De Palli Studios in Rome, where key exterior sets, including the facade of the Academy, were constructed. So that entire fucking place, I remember at the beginning of the movie, I was thinking, oh my God, this place is so beautiful. Where is this? This has to be it's like some place that you can actually see in real life. No, it's all fucking made. But the facade of the Academy was replicated from the real life whale house in Freiburg. So they had a model to base it on, so that's nice.
Okay, cool.
But that's just the facade. You can look up that place, the whale house. It's not as like
vibrant.
Yeah, or vibrant. Yeah.
Okay.
Almost all the dialogue in the movie was dubbed, which was extremely common in Italian films at the time. And this is something that got me listening to the main theme on repeat. The Italian progressive rock band Goblin composed most of the film's score in collaboration with Argento himself. and that the score has been reused in multiple Hong Kong films, such as Dance of the Drunk Mantis, 1979, and We're Going to Eat You, 1980.
We're going to eat you.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
I really want to check those movies out because they seem fun because they have this fucking banging ass soundtrack. I've been listening to the Suspiria main theme
It's
fucking
good.
all day. It's so fucking good.
It's so good.
Super easy to whistle too. I've been whistling it. Oh, it's so goddamn good. Don't do. You know, you got it. Listen to it.
Thank you, Colt, for your partial rendition of the Suspiria main theme.
You're welcome. Argento, hit me up. I know you're still alive.
Is he?
Yeah, he's like 80 something. He's old.
Oh, hit us up.
Yeah. Suspiria is the first of a trilogy of films by Argento referred to as the Three Mothers. Inferno 1980 was the second movie, and Mother of Tears 2007 is the third.
Oh, wow. I've been wanting to watch Inferno. I have not heard of Mother of Tears.
It's not as well reviewed, but Inferno, I've been wanting to watch you, and turns out I want to watch a lot of Argento Backlog because he's got a lot of good work. But the
Oh.
trilogy centers around three witches or mothers of sorrow who unleash evil from three locations around the world. And Suspiria focuses on the mother of sighs, like, Inferno focuses on the mother of darkness, I can't see. And the mother of tears, well, you got it. That's the name of the movie.
Oh my gosh. Mother of Sighs?
Yeah, like, I don't necessarily
you-
understand it.
Are you jerking
but
me right now?
No.
Okay. I'll take it.
I
Wow.
I
That's
don't
so
necessarily
weird.
understand it, but
Mother of Darkness, Mother of Tears, and the Mother of Sighs. Could have
I
used
guess
it.
she's a mother of disappointment or
I would
something.
something else. Honestly, Mother of Despair. That's what I would use.
Yeah, it's kind of on the nose though. It's got to be.
Oh, my bad.
It's got to
I'm
be
sorry.
Italian.
It's not even. That's not a. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I'm looking at Mother of Tears right now. This came out in 2007.
Yeah.
It's a 2.4 on Letterboxd. That's
not great.
wow. This is the 2007 movie. I've never heard of this.
Yeah, and like looking at like screenshots from it, it looks not very well made.
It does not.
Which is
Sad.
disappointing
It's
because
so yeah.
this movie is very well made. It's fucking beautiful, vibrant. Like every single room that's in this fucking movie is beautiful. Like it's just popping off no matter where
That's
you're looking.
That's not an exaggeration. Like you say the facade, like how this is a facade earlier. I could think of it being like, okay, maybe this is a real place, but then all at the same time, like I can see the artificiality of it. And holy shit, like the work that had to have been put to make this set is insane because they're also either vibrant or detailed. Like, I mean, that one room that's like basically like a round room, a centrifuge or whatever. Holy shit. Like there's so much like art on the walls.
It honestly looks like what my dreams looked like as a kid. It's like since I wasn't as
Yeah.
worldly with knowledge and shit like I am now. I'm so smart and genius. Like everything is super hyper detailed. While
What-
in this, it's like the base elements of what makes a room, but
Well,
it's very well done.
well, oh my gosh. See, that's a good like honestly way to look at it cuz like it's a very dreamy film, you know?
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Sorry. Do you have more information for us?
That's all the information I got.
Okay. All right. Well, good. Thank you for the info.
Yeah. Like I said, you can already tell we love this movie. I actually improved my score, which we'll get to scores last, since
Ooh.
we watched it, because I did give it initially a lower score than I have it now.
Okay.
But yeah, if I just want to go ahead and say, reference, there was a scene where Pat gets murdered at the beginning of the movie. That was me. I'm the murderer. I'm the hairy, yellow-eyed man looking through the window. It makes you think there's gonna be a wolf, like a
Wolf.
Wolverine, not Wolverine. werewolf man,
Wolverine.
like a werewolf man, but there is no werewolf man the entire movie. Turns out these bitches is witches.
Yeah, these bitches is witches.
And it's fucking funny because we're talking spoilers, but at the end of the movie, you see this old invisible bitch. It's fucking spooky, dude. Because as soon as she dies, this whole place gets caught on fire, which is disappointing because they built this entire set just to have it
destroyed.
burnt
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
I
No.
understand because you got to move for the next movie, but still.
Ah, man. See, that sucks though because that set in itself could be like an artifact. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get it though. I get it. Yeah, no, that scene though, whenever she dies and the whole place is burning up, she screams and it's just constant screaming. Which is a complete juxtaposition from the entire film being nothing but sighs, as Colt said. Sighs and moaning.
Yeah. Fuck, man. I'm just remembering stuff about it. There was a fucking helper man that didn't speak English. So the headmaster woman was like, this big fucking idiot doesn't even speak English, so it's okay to call him a fucking loser.
That's not even a bit. That's basically it. Like Jesus.
And there was this little fucking shitty pants boy that looked like a little fucking Mayflower passenger. Got bit by a dog. So he made the dog kill the blind owner of the dog.
Yeah, there's like this whole thing. But before we get to that, I should like to mention Pavlos, the guy, the helper that you're talking about. That was played by Giuseppe Transoci.
That is Italian as fuck.
I feel like I've seen him in stuff, but looking at these films, I don't know if I've ever seen him in these films. But to be fair, though, it says he was uncredited for Suspiria.
Oh, because he's so fucking ugly. They're like, he's not even a person. Don't even credit him.
Jesus Christ. Okay, let's move on.
They said it in the movie. I'm just repeating what they said.
I know they said it. Yeah. So the kid though, that kid was a piece of shit. Like he gets bit. And they have this whole thing where, you know, that I think about it, I don't know why they did it. So they have a piano player who is blind, who plays the piano for the dancers, and he also has a seeing eye dog. And the entire time, me and Colt were begging, hoping that nothing would happen to this dog or this man. Little did we know that something terrible happens.
They do something terrible to each other.
Each other. So, like later in the movie, so this happens where the dog quote attacks the kid unquote, who is the son, or is he the son? Yeah,
he might just be a houseboy because I don't know who the fuck he is.
He's the kid. I would want to say he's the kid of the headmistress of the academy. And so that sets them off, and there's this whole thing where they kick him out because they're like, you know, they don't want him there, and they're like, we're gonna, you know, you need to get that damn dog killed or whatever. And it's pretty messed up too because they just throw his shit on the ground and he's blind, so he's having to reach out to find stuff. It's pretty it's pretty messed up. Later though, whenever he's out in a square by himself,
beautiful square. I actually looked it up. It still exists this day because it is a historical area, but now it has grass.
Oh,
and
wow.
It's not all like that stone square tile, which kind of disappointing because I like the stone square tile look more, but that's just me.
It was, well, it's wow. That's you know, that's crazy. Anyway, crazy sequence though, because the dog is getting, you know, obviously rattled or whatever, and there's this really cool because the music's playing. There's a bunch of like sighs, and then we see a stone eagle that's sitting on top of one of the buildings, and then it disappears, and it's actually attacking the dude, but like you never see it. It's always done from a first person perspective of it swooping down and trying to attack him, which kind of tells you like, okay, this is like definitely some magic stuff happening. It's very cool. But then eventually, like, that's kind of to mislead you because the dog ends up being like controlled or whatever and rips the dude's throat out.
Yeah, and it's funny because when it shows him ripping his throat out, it's like a faraway camera, and you can very clearly see like the dog is like licking him.
Yeah, the dog's trying to play with him, and but then after he kills him, quote unquote, you see the dog just full sprint run away, and
From
that's
the
when
cops, because there's cops running after him.
and there's this whole thing of where did I make this up where there's like a hunt for this dog?
I think you probably made that up, because I just
Okay.
remember the dog running away being the last thing.
I could have swore there was like some news stuff where they were looking for this dog. There's like a not a manhunt, but a dog hunt. He's a murderer. Okay, maybe I made this all up in my head. I'm thinking of a wanted poster of a dog.
I feel like there was maybe like a mention of it. Like, did you hear how the dog killed him? Yeah, but that was it.
Maybe. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, crazy scene. Terrible food, by the way. Food looks disgusting.
Yeah, it did not look very good.
There's a whole scene too where there's like an infestation of maggots
Oh,
and
fucking disgusting.
the whole top floor is just covered in them. Fucking awful.
Like they just rained down from the roof.
Literally.
Oh, just thinking about it makes me crawl, like, shaky.
That whole basement or not basement attic area is cool because it was just this soft, perfect blue, and it never changes color, especially when the girl gets caught in the razor wire room.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. She just crawls in the razor wire.
Like, why is there a razor wire room?
You have to have these rooms for just in case like a burglar breaks in through the roof area.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like, you know not to go in there, but the burglar does not.
Okay, that's true. I think me and Cole even talked about this, how we all have a razor wire room in our house. I did get caught in Colts. It was very bad.
Yeah, it's not. I told you it wasn't the fucking bathroom, but you insisted. Like, I went in the bathroom here before, so I'm gonna go in here again.
Yeah. That's when his mom told me, like, oh, sorry, we got it redone. So now it's the razor wire room. So, yeah.
Shit
Bad.
happens.
Yeah, so oh my god, like it's such a pretty movie. I'm trying to think of like other crazy scenes that really caught my eye. I mean,
It's an eye catcher the entire fucking movie. You're engaged constantly.
It's literally an icon. It's so iconic. It's so good. A lot of red too, but I will say the red for this movie was not as eye piercing as it was in Ashvin's.
No.
It was just perfect, in my opinion. Yeah, just so pretty. Do you have anything you want to say? Sorry, I'm
Like,
taking up a lot of
no,
airtime.
I don't really have much else to say other than this movie fucking rules, and it's only made me really want to watch the 2018 one, which I've heard is even better by some people, but I've also heard some people saying that this one's better, but the 2018 one is still good. I don't know. I have to find out for myself.
Yeah, that's what I hear. I definitely need to watch it. Oh yeah, oh gosh, some of the characters are like total bitches. I'll say that.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It was so funny because they were just so like there's this one scene where the main character Susie was dancing, but she said she didn't feel good, and like she clearly looks sick, says she's sick, and then the dance instructor was like, come on, keep it up, like, what are you doing, blah 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 blah, like, okay bitch, use your eyes. But then also too, that dance instructor lady looked freaky. She clearly had fake teeth, right?
I can't remember her teeth, but I do remember her looking like Trunchbull from Matilda.
You don't remember her teeth? Her teeth were pure white and toothy.
Okay, now that you say that, I can picture her in my head.
Yeah, like it should. Yeah, she did.
But she did remind me of Trunchbull, though.
She does look like Trunchbull. Yeah. Gosh. Yeah. I'm trying to think of anything else. Like
the witches at the end, just like the whole room of them, they're laughing and shit. That was just very fun. Like, I really, really want to watch Inferno now that I've seen this.
Me too. I really want to check out Argento's past works after finally seeing, like Colt said, this is a movie I've been wanting to see for so long.
Oh yeah.
And now that we did it, it's so worth it because it's so freaking good. It's just so it's so gorgeous. Like on top of that, and too, like also like Colt talked about earlier with the introduction info he gave about it. Like it it has a lot going for it with its with what it's with what it's doing in terms of like the performances and like the themes, which are witches. Obviously, witches are the themes. No, just gosh, like uh, I can't think of anything, and I set myself up for that.
Wow. I want to say this movie is. I haven't seen any more of Dario Argento's work, but I feel like this is a great introduction movie to his
It is.
backlog because it only makes you want to watch everything else that he's made because you think, "Fuck, this is a movie that once you watch it, you know if you like it or if you loved it like I did, you're gonna love the rest of his work or
Okay.
most of his work."
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. Um. Oh gosh. I guess. Do you want to go into ratings or anything?
Yeah, we can go ratings. I went with a 4 stars initially when we watched it, but, I cranked it up today when I was getting the information for the doc. I just, like, realized, like, how much I remembered and how much I just enjoyed, this movie. So I cranked it up to 4.5. This movie is bussin' on God for real.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I I I did my original 4.5. I'm still sticking by that, but honestly, I could be convinced to go up to 5 just because of how I just love the aesthetic of this movie. Um, yeah. I mean, and how it just feels like such a like a fever dream, just a perfect fever dream. Honestly, like comfortable. Like I was never. I guess to take that back. I guess with the razor wire scene and then the glass scene and some of the
The
tension.
maggot scenes and
Magazine, I mean, yeah, like, there was some tension there, but other than that, it was like, something about it is, like, so, a
it felt
like, a tr
homey.
I don't wanna say homey, but you're right. It's, like, very attractive, very homey, um, just very I don't know, just a fun movie, and
It
oh,
felt like something straight out of your mind. It felt we've already said this, it felt dreamy. It just felt like a dream that I've had before, but I
yeah,
haven't.
and also too, there's that one scene where the girl was leaving the academy, and she was walking through the forest, and the trees did not look real, but at the same time, the trees like, they had that very, stop motion or, like, claymation, like, kind of a texture to them, and I don't know, I really like that. Like, the whole, storybooky feel of that scene in general, that's what it felt like, very storybook. Like you said
Yeah.
before, Susie Bannion being, like, Snow White and stuff, I love, um, kind of that, like, storybook fever dream feel of it, and I guess thematically like that, like, of how it deals with how it takes that and deals with it and like with drugs and kind of some eroticism there, like being so like this academy being so physical and having all of these characters so close to each other, so personal, so there is that in there, but yeah.
But yeah, like I don't really have anything else to say about it other than go watch this movie. It's a fun time, and also listen to Goblin. Listen to
Yeah,
Suspiria. It's a great song.
yeah, absolutely, go watch this movie. It's not a long movie either too,
It's
so
99 minutes, so it's an hour 39. So get your ass watching. What's your
yep.
excuse?
Yeah, exactly. So I guess let's just go into plugs.
Pluggy Dugs.
So again, thank you for listening. You can follow us on Twitter at AYCH Podcast. Go listen to us on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Overcast, Spotify, wherever your RSS feed. We're probably there. We're more than likely there. Go follow us on Instagram, the AYCH Podcast as well.
We really got to make a doc for this. It's been 6 years.
I mean, why don't you make a doc then? How about that? Since you're being
Sorry,
so
I'll be
push
playing Spider-Man.
since you're being so pushy about it, why don't you make a doc for it? No, that's the thing is I don't know why. Like I just here I have my notes app open right now, so I'm gonna do this. Bam, there we go. it's in there. So now I don't have to fuck up constantly. And the thing is, too, there was that time where we had to do this like for quite a bit, and for some reason, I just completely forgot that. I don't know why. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, go follow us on Instagram, AYCH Podcast. Go follow the AYCH Extra. There's still some episodes up on there, but we're gonna have to go through a process of re-uploading some stuff.
Yeah. They'll be
obviously
on
we're-
our main feeds eventually.
Yeah, most of the stuff that was on Extra will be on the main feed now. If you didn't know, and we'll notify too about how we're gonna re-upload and working through that process. Go follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/allyoucanhear. We in terms of streaming, I don't know when we'll get back to streaming, but it's there. All of our VODs for when we have streamed on Twitch, they're all going to be on the YouTube All You Can Hear as well. Go follow the Backlog Boys on Twitter, Backlog Boys Pod. Again, that is also on the main feed as well. That's Backlog Boys with a Z, by the way. Gosh, I can't think of anything else in terms of AYCH podcast. Go listen to Caging Greatness. They have some awesome stuff out there. So I'm Wenzel. You can follow me on Twitter at WenzelBookie. Follow my art Instagram at World of Wenzel. You can follow my Bookstagram, Wenzel Banters. You can follow my Blue Sky, World of Wenzel. You can follow my Threads, World of Wenzel. Again, I have episode 0 out for my Wenzel's Essentials. That's on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. My Linktree has links for everything, including my Letterboxd and Goodreads. So yeah, go check that out. Thank you.
My name's Colt. Follow me on Twitter, ColtD00, and on Blue Sky at ColtD99. More people are getting there. More people are joining.
More people are
Very
getting
nice.
there. And now with Elon Musk with more leaks coming about how he wants to charge people, definitely go ahead and move to somewhere else.
Yeah, just pre-make your accounts so that you're not struggling on the day that you're forced to pay money to actually use a fucking website.
Yeah. So. All right. Well, let's end it out with some sighs.
Stop. You gonna end it?
Nice.